You got anything else, Billy?
Yeah. So, Joe, you got it, but this Conan, you definitely got a text from me, and I talked about it on the show anyway. So, about the Charlotte situation, when I read out 2 texts from sources.
They got heat, by the way. That's shoot heat the 2 of them have.
Yeah, no,
Charlotte and Becky. Yeah.
Well, no, it was talking about how Charlotte has heat and how she stands up for the women, if you recall.
Right. Remember that one, yeah.
How she's seen as a representation, and Becky kind of just keeps it even keel and seen as one of the boys. Well, did you see the interview this week on BT?
But with Becky?
With Charlotte, the Charlotte one, not the Ariel.
What paraphrase?
The one she's like, come and get it or whatever.
Yeah, this will kind of.
Ariel. Ariel interviewed her?
No, that Ariel interviewed Becky. Yeah.
Okay.
But this is a clip from the Charlotte one. I hope you can hear it from my phone. Hold on.
Okay.
How are you keeping yourself motivated?
Because I didn't come this far to come this far. There's a reason I've been on top since 2015. It wasn't handed to me. It wasn't given to me. Just didn't fall into my lap. Because I'm always hungry. I'm always motivated. I always want more. I always want to be better. I always want to be the best.
Do you find that, I don't want to say rubs people the wrong way, but you're so dominant, and because you're so sitting here opposite you, you're so confident as well.
Yes, it obviously does rub people the wrong way. But if I was a man, would it rub people the wrong way? I mean, no one ever looks at a man and goes, well, why does he want to be the world champion again? Or he's been on top all these years. Is it because I'm a woman? Because I've done it all? Because we have a smaller division? Why? Charlotte's difficult? Why? Is it because I stand up for what I believe in? That makes me difficult? But if I was a man, I'd have big balls, right? No. I know how good I am, man or woman. I'm the best.
I love how this women's division is really just changing the game, by the way. Like, I really love it.
No, but really, is it because I'm a woman? So I'm just supposed to come this far and be like, all right, yep, take my spot. All these years of hard work, please, just take it. No, if you're going to take it.
Yeah, so you can see that's not like just selling the match or anything like that. That's a genuine. Her issue is with the men. Like I told you, it was like when I got the text through everything that I was told, I think is like now proven to be correct. Her issue is with the men, and the men's issue is with her. Like, so. Well,
bro, there's always been. It's like you got a lot of guys there that have been around this business for a very long time, right? And we just come from like the people that would probably have issues with this are people from the old school culture. There was just always a culture that this is just, the men are the A1 personalities and the women are there, and they're there to provide, like, even though they were getting good numbers, it's like they were always kind of viewed as like, we're putting them on TV because they look good and they're hot. You know what I'm saying? It's like kind of like the thing. It's like, and that's changed over the years because there was only just a handful of women on the show. It's like now this women's revolution, like there's a lot of them on the card and a lot of them on the show. Every show. And it's just like there's still that kind of like that old school culture. Is like, it's like why are they why are they hiring why is Sasha and Bailey a main event on a show? Right. And just like because you're from the culture. The way we were brought up, it was just more of a male-dominated sport. Not to say that that's correct or anything, but you can see where the problems come from. Like it's very difficult for the men, a lot of them, to look at themselves and say, like, well, wait, we're supposed to look at the women that are on par with us?
But Billy, is her problem with men like wrestlers or the men executives in WWE?
She's got heat with the wrestlers. Like, so, I mean, as I've found the text I sent all you guys, so now you've seen that clip. Because I see some comments on YouTube saying that I make up, apparently, but I sent Conan, Disco, and Joe a text 3 weeks ago, and that is 3 weeks before that interview where I said,
"True,
yeah."
And the text is, again, I'll read it again. I don't hate Charlotte at all because I see what she's trying to do. She's being what Taker was a few years back. That's just what happened in that interview there. She's definitely hated by a lot of people, mostly the boys, but not really the girls. She's seen as a divisive figure in the locker room, as she's always arguing for the women, like she just did. Separately, like it's girls versus boys. This gets her over with the girls, but hated by the boys. There have been multiple times where she's pushed and succeeded in working with lower talent. Becky is different. She's more like one of the boys, but that's not to say she's falls out with the girl. She just gets on with everybody. Charlotte will fight her fight, and everyone else's when it comes to the women. This is 3 weeks before the interview. I sent you guys that text. Yeah. So who's making up? I'm not. So one thing I'll add is that Becky Charlotte situation. It seems like they're doing a really good job to making you look forward to the match, and it seems kind of like preconceived that they're doing it. It's not actually a lot. It's just a coincidence. A lot of the stuff that's been said, especially if you watch Ariel's thing, where Becky buries Ric Flair and says that he's now become so irrelevant that he's trying to
there's a lot of going on here because Flair just started his podcast with Madden. He went on the air. It was like the number 1 podcast and like number 15 in all sports. Like it's got a lot of play. And Flair now is feuding with Becky on Twitter.
What's that phrase like where there's a word for it, but it's popped out of my head. When the boys gather around the back to watch a match on a monitor.
Curtain sellout.
Called monitor sellout.
Sold out the curtain.
Yeah.
That's what's happening here. Everybody is internally interested in seeing this because they don't even know who's going to go over or who's going to want to put the other one over. This is all got really...
It's like Bret and Shawn. This is like a modern-day Bret and Shawn, but it's with the girls. And it's not a fake sell. Right.
From my understanding...
When is this match?
Sunday.
Yeah.
It's the only match I care about. And it's not, and that's because I know what they know, which is like they actually really don't like each other, and the WWE are not asking them to go out and do this. Either they are doing it themselves and they've arranged it between the two of them and no one else knows, or this is a really big problem they need to fix on Sunday.
I'm tweeting this out right now. Becky Charlotte is Bret Shawn.
Yeah, but who is who?
Whoever gets beat up is going to be Shawn, and whoever beats the other one up is going to be Bret.
Right.
If they end up getting in a fist fight with each other backstage. So, you got anything else? There's good stuff today.
That's the last thing. Yeah.
Well, that was good stuff. Yeah. Yo, what up? This is Conan, and I host Keeping It 100. My co-host Disco Inferno. Unfortunately.
Well, I'd say you're my co-host.
Listen, every Thursday here on Spreaker, we talk pro wrestling, sports, movies, music, TV, pop culture, and some politics. It's everything the rest of the pro wrestling podcasts are not.
Tune in to hear myself, the superior one, educate and inform.
Tune in to hear me bury Disco.
That's very disrespectful.
Join us every Thursday on Spreaker and keep it 100. Boom!